Hey guys, Zoose here. So I put out a video yesterday, if you guys can check that out quickly. I need some answers to some questions that I have, and it involves my jungle stream, which I plan to do in the next 1 or 2 days, so stay tuned for that. Now for this page, the ARCANE COMET Morgana Keystone page. Now if you don't know, Riot recently buffed her. They gave her some sort of cooldown with her W, her pool, and she gets pretty crazy healing now too. And this has opened up to her playing mid now, and she was always viable mid, decent mid who always pushed someone in and pretty much force other laners, other mid laners, to pretty much be pushed into tower. Really annoying strategy, but it's pretty effective at certain champs. Now, right now she's kind of broken. So if you don't know, if you don't see it enough yet, she is pretty damn strong. I've tried her a few games. Most of the games I've tried her, other lanes were losing, so wasn't that great at testing, but the laning phase and I guess her strength early on and her pushing power was insane. And here's the page for that. You're gonna do just so much damage even if you hit the tip of your puddle, because most of the time they won't stick in that puddle. They're gonna move away. The tormented soil is not easy to, unless you hit that Q, you're pretty much never gonna have them 100% of the time on top of the puddle. And this ARCANE COMET just gives you that extra bit of damage, as they can just barely touch it and they'll still get hit by this. The mana flow ban as your first rune. This is really good again for that pushing power. You can spam like crazy and just constantly push, constantly heal. You're pretty much always going to be full health. Second rune you want to get is Transcendence. Now, even though I just said you're always going to be full health, she does have to get in really close most of the time. And so Absolute Focus would not be that smart to take with Morgana especially. And so that's why I've gone with Transcendence. That cooldown's really important too. You're going to notice that your W is almost always up. At one point, once you have enough CDR and you're clearing enough waves, your puddle's going to come up as soon as you still have a puddle on the floor and the cooldown will be off a W already. So pretty interesting how that works out. And Scorch as the last one, that poke, that little bit of damage you get, this and your puddle is going to just slowly tick them down. It's frustrating for the enemy team and it's very relaxing when you play Morgana trying this out. So the second path is Inspiration, and you want to get perfect timing. Now, Morgana really makes use of the Zhonya's passive, or the stopwatch, and it's just incredible how she can make plays so early with this item. At level 6, you can literally go in pretty deep, take a lot of damage, and you can press Zhonya's, and she synergizes so well, because once you've pressed ult and then you press Zhonya's, your ult will still activate. And you can even press puddle and Q right before your ult, and you're going to do so much damage while in a pretty much invulnerable state. So really good on Morgana. As for the second rune, you could always take Magical Footwear, or Cosmic Insight is what I chose. I do like that extra CDR, and even the item CDR is really nice too. Having Flash on her is also important, so all these little things kind of build up and help. But this is always an option. The Magical Footwear works really well on Morgana. But yeah, so those are your choices. Try this out. Let's move on to items. So the standard item start for most AP mages is Doran's Ring, and we're going to do the same with Morgana with 2 health pots. Very standard start, good sustain, nice AP and nice mana regen, as well as some nice health, as well as that passive too. Just perfect item for Morgana. First item you want to get is Morellonomicon, and this is perfect for Morgana. 100 ability power, 400 mana, and the cooldown reduction, as well as the extra mana you get from kills and assists. Even that Grievous Wound, this is just so good. Really, someone like Morgana gets a massive power spike when you get this item. Once you hit that Q and the Tormented Soil, it can be pretty much guaranteed kill. Hitting that Q is the hardest part in my opinion. Once that's landed, you can just pretty much go all in. You press that W on them, get your shield in case they're going to try stunning you with any abilities, and you press R. It's that simple. Hitting those Qs is everything and it's key, but you'll still be able to do a lot of damage just with your R and puddle. Tormented Soil, of course. And second item is your Sork Boots. These are really important for someone like Morgana, where positioning and trying to move around and trying to hit that Q, the more speed you have, the closer you can get, and the more you can position yourself while you're trying to land that R. Now, if you don't know what an R does, it pretty much just locks them in after about 2 seconds. They have to be in close range, and these boots allow you to kind of just stay around them without getting too close, but staying right on that edge where they can get caught and just get that extra stun for those extra few seconds. Liandry is amazing with Morgana. This damage over time, her burn and her tormented soil, this is just perfect for her. Get a bit of extra health as well, and just it's an amazing item in general, and just because Morgana uses this even better makes this the best third item. Now, just because I said that was the best, I do feel like Zhonya's, there will be situations where maybe you're going to go for those flash plays, and maybe you've already used stopwatch, so you may want that ASAP. Maybe you can get Haunting Guys and go straight to Zhonya's. It's going to be rare that you want to do this, but you're going to have to get close at one point in time, because Morgana has to get close. In late game, people are going to try killing you really quickly before your R proc, so Zhonya's could be a safe bet after maybe Haunting Guys, or maybe even the second item if you really feel like third item, by the way. So if you really feel like you need this as your third item, go for it. Apart from that, this is pretty standard as this is. Void Staff, the 5th item. Again, this is, people are going to start building MR. You're going to probably need this. If there's no MR, you can go straight to this big one, and that is the Rabadon's Death Cap, 120 AP with that 35% increase of ability power. I mean, this is pretty standard. It's a solid build, and because she is so strong, if like this is just going to, if you can get to this stage, you're going to pretty much win the game. And as long as you get in, you press R, and as soon as you're about to die, you can press Zhonya's. You're going to do so much in the fight. I really doubt you could lose, or at least you won't lose many. She's really strong at the moment. I think she's pretty much broken, in my opinion. I haven't seen win rates like this in a while, and if you want to abuse her for a little while, go ahead. She's extremely annoying to play against, so I would even suggest banning her. If you're not playing her, definitely ban this champion. Do not want to go across this. This is not fun to play against, but it is extremely relaxing when you're actually playing her. So yeah, try this out. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you in the next video.